morning to one and all. My name is Kishore. I am studying 9th class. Today I am telling about the lesson matter in our surroundings. First of all, what is meant by matter? Anything which has mass and occupies space, it is called as matter. Love, affection, feelings, these are not called as matter. Matter is mainly divided into two types. One is physical property and chemical property. And what is matter made up of? Matter made up of a tiny particles called as atoms and molecules. And the characteristics of particles of matter. Particles of matter are very small. They have space between them and they continuously moving. They attract each other. For example, when we take a glass which is filled with water and when we put potassium permanganate in that, we can see that the color is pink. After like this 10 times when we pour the water in the same glass, we can observe at last that the pink color is present. So by this example, we can understand that the particles of matter are very small and they are continuously moving and they attract each other. Is nothing but force of attraction. When we take an example like a chalk piece, ice cube or a nail, when we take the chalk piece, when we try to break it, we can easily break. So we can understand that the force of attraction in nail is less. And when we take the ice cube, when we try to break it, we can't break. When we give more pressure on it, it will break. So the force of attraction in ice cube is moderate. And when we take nail, when we try to break with our hand or hammer, we can't break, but it changes its shapes. So the force of attraction in nail is more. And diffusion. Diffusion means intermixing of particles of different types of matter on their own. It is called as diffusion. Diffusion occurs mainly in solids, liquids and gases. And the shades of matter. There are 5 shades of matter: solids, liquids, gases and plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Properties of solids, liquids, gases. First, when we take the solid, the shape of solid is fixed and the liquid do not have the fixed shape. It takes the container shape and gases do not have any shape and volume. Solids have a fixed volume and liquids also have a fixed volume. For example, when we take a glass which is filled with 90 ml of water, when we pour that water in another glass, we can observe the same quantity is present in that glass. So the volume is present in liquids, and when we take gases, there is no volume. And when we go into density, in solids have more density and liquids have moderate density and gases do not have any density. There is less density in gases. And about plasma. Plasma is mixture of electrons and ions is called as plasma, and it occurs only in stars because the temperature of stars is suitable to plasma. And Bose-Einstein condensate. In 1920, our great Indian scientists Satyendranath Bose and Einstein predicted that the new existence of matter, it is called as Bose-Einstein condensate. And the unit of temperature, when we want to convert the Celsius into Kelvin, we want to add, and then we want to convert Kelvin into Celsius, we want to subtract, and 0 degrees Celsius is equals to 273 Kelvin. And the change of state of matter, there is 2 ways to change of matter: changing the temperature, changing the pressure. When we give more heat to solids, it converts into liquid, and when we give little bit more heat to liquids, it also converts into gaseous state. When we give more pressure and low temperature to gases, it easily converts into liquid. And then the change in interconversation of particles of matter. When we take the solid state, which is in solid, when we want to convert into liquid, this process is called as fusion. When we take ice cubes in a bowl and when we give heat, it converts easily into liquid. It is called as fusion. And when we want to convert the liquid state matter into gaseous state matter, this process is called as vaporization. When we take the water, giving on heat, it converts into gaseous state. This process is called as vaporization. When we want to convert the gaseous state into solid state, this process is called as deposition. Changing the solid state into gaseous state, this process is called as sublimation. And it occurs in camphor and ammonium chloride, etc. It all converts directly into solid state into gaseous state, not changing into liquid state. It directly converts. And about boiling point and a melting point. Boiling point means changing the solid state matter into liquid state matter, and the water has the melting point of 0 degrees Celsius. And when we want to convert the liquid state into gaseous state, the Celsius degrees of water is 100 degrees Celsius, and about at 0 degrees Celsius.
sun like a pearl upon the ocean. Come and feel me.
Ice particle.
Oh,
We
feel.
can know that the water particle has more energy because it have heat than it has more energy than ice cubes. And when we give more pressure and low temperature to gases, it can easily convert into liquid. And what is meant by evaporation? Evaporation means the phenomena changing from liquid state to gaseous states before which boiling point. It is called as evaporation. And factors that affecting evaporation: surface area, humidity, temperature, and wind. When the surface area increases, the evaporation also easily increases. And when the wind speed, suppose we can take example like a cloth which is wet. When we keep under the sunlight, the force of the wind will disturb the particles of the cloth and it will turn into dry cloth. Thank you.